Knocker to my feet, hurt the slab, yeah. Better off worse, took the good with the bad, yeah. I don't took violent, yeah. They'll come mad, yeah. I don't took the whole damn bro, kill me.
Our staple.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Without your daddy, you know what I'm saying? And of course, other people in Nemesis, of course, but your daddy was that one that really took the torch and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? That's where we get the already, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, you know what I'm talking about? So, like, the shoes that you are fulfilling, like, how do you maintain?
I mean, that shit just, it's a part of my purpose, so it ain't really nothing.
Right.
You know, it's like second nature.
Right.
Especially with him naming me Rakim and knowing, you know what I'm saying, what he wanted me to do already while he was alive. Kind of just set me on that course. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And where the AL-JABBAAR?
Okay, he was a Muslim when I was born. So Rakim is his favorite rapper. And you know, his name is Rakim Allah.
Right.
Al-JABBAAR is another name of Allah. You know what I'm saying? But it's not supposed to be given to a man. But it speaks of someone it speaks of the aspect of God that is a conquering tyrant.
Okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce a tyrant too, you know that.
Beyonce?
Yeah.
That was wild. That's a wild left turn, my boy. God damn.
No, you know, cause you know.
Shout out to the Queen Bee.
Shout out to the Queen Bee, but you know her name Bay, so you know her name ties.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
so,
in the island, Al-JABBAAR.
there you go. You know what I'm talking about. So you know it always coincides somewhere. For sure. You know what I'm saying? For the ones who know, they know. You know. Yeah. So like now you got a new body of work, man. Like. What was the vision? Because you gave, how many people got the sneak peek? Because I know I got the exclusive.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 10.
10? Okay.
You know
well, I'm glad to be part of that 10, you know what I'm saying? Because that was a breath of fresh air.
Appreciate it.
That was something that was needed. But y'all always deliver that type of music, though. Like, but you know what I'm saying? But it was like, this one, I don't know, this one had more of a, like, bitch, you overlooked me, but bitch, I'm still right here. Like, it was like, it had a different,
I mean,
like,
you know, I feel like the more you do this shit, you should, like, get comfortable in your skin and whatever your sound is. And at this point, it's just, I'm in my lane doing me. And I accepted, like, over the years, I done met so many MCs that everyone reveres. It's like some of the greats, and they all looked at me as an equal behind closed doors in like conversation, right? So after that shit happened so many times, I'm no longer trying to prove myself as an MC, right? Because I've already got that respect from my peers,
right?
So then it was just like, man, can't nobody do me, can't nobody do what I do,
right?
Not at this level. So I'm gonna just showcase that,
right?
I'm gonna stay in my lane and do me to the fullest. You know what I'm saying?
So the concept, I get it, but for the ones who don't and that's finna get ready to see this, what was the concept? Because I see you have your dad and your mom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What picture? That was like a wedding picture, a club picture?
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's my mama prom.
That's your mama prom.
But my mama got on my granny wedding dress.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I knew it was some significance. Yeah, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, that's my mama prom picture.
So what was the concept? Like, what drove you to say, okay, this is what's gonna be the album cover, and these the topics that's gonna come behind it?
Because another thing I knew too from having conversations with certain people that like I hadn't told a lot of my personal stories of my upbringing.
Right.
And some of that shit is like misconstrued. Right. Especially with me living on the edge of Dallas and going to Duncanville schools. You know, when I got older, I struggled with the perception of being from the suburbs.
Right.
Right? Because to me, I'm an apartment baby.
Okay.
So I meet niggas from the hood, but to an apartment baby, nigga, you live in a house.
Right.
You got a front yard and a backyard. I don't respect your struggle. I'm sorry, right?
Right.
You niggas was flyer than me. I seen what you wore to school. I only had one pair of Jordans my whole life as a kid. The second pair of Jordans I got when I was in high school, I stole them from somebody else.
Right.
Okay. The one pair of Jordans I got, if you my age in Dallas, we all got them because they hit the train. So what Jordans did I have?
Those the Jordans with the side, the patent leather ones.
The 13.
Yeah, 13.
Can't make that shit up. You know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying? We all had them hoes because
Yeah.
they were selling them in every barbershop.
Yeah.
You feel
The
me?
red and black bitches.
I had the blue and gray one.
The blue and gray one too. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I just knew that I needed to tell my story so people could really know me. So that album is like an origin story. It's giving you my beginning. It started with the day I was born. You know what I'm saying? It's a song about the day my daddy died. It's songs about, you know, me being in a household where we struggling and the lights and shit might get cut off, and my mama would look at me and say, you know, in so many words, hey, don't trip, I'm gonna sell a little pussy, we gonna get everything we need.
Right.
I don't know how many people, I know it is people that can relate to that, but I don't know how many people actually live that experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking for the ones who did and also explaining why my energy and my texture is a particular way to those who didn't.
Right. So you knowing when your mama had to do and stuff like that, how did you accept that? Because that's, you know, as a child, you know, you cling on to your parents. You know what I'm saying? For certain things, you try to protect them. You know, somebody, you at school, like, shit, your mama 304, your mama da-da-da-da-da, we ready to go to war.
Yeah. I mean, you know, coming from where we come from, at least to me, I've never been tough, right? You heard I would never say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool nigga. However, the easiest way to get me out of character, when I was 5 years old, is to say, yo, mama. You ain't got to say nothing else after that.
Right.
We fighting.
Right, we fighting.
That's all I know is my mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so the way that I handled that for the most part was, and she tell everybody this, I ain't ask my mama for shit. I ain't want to put no stress on her.
Right.
And I know how far she willing to go to get whatever it is that her kids do want and need. So I ain't finna ask you for nothing.
Right. Nah, that's facts. That's facts. So you went out there and got it your own.
You got no choice.
Right. There ain't no choice, you know. So, like, what's your favorite song on this album?
That should be changed, but right now, Solstice, which is the one about the day my daddy died.
The day your daddy died, because that's mine, too. That mug is fire. Who produced the track?
Donnie Domino.
Shout out, Donnie.
He made damn near every beat on there, though. It's only one beat on that project that he did make.
What he making the tracks on?
He produced and engineered that entire project. That project is really just me and him. What did he produce on? Ableton.
Yeah, he got a nice sound. I like the sound. I like the arrangement, the mix, the production, everything. Like,
yeah, appreciate it.
Like the titles, because like I'm gonna get deep into this song because Solstice is my song too, because you paint the picture from the root to the tooth.
Yeah.
Like how everything was, how you and your daddy relationship was, and then the day that he passed, and then how you really felt, you know, like it wasn't real to you. You know what I'm saying? Is it still, it do still feel unreal to you?
Nah, I started to accept that shit when I was like 19. He died when I was 12. But for them like 7 years, nah. I used to like think he faked his death and shit. I used to think all type of crazy shit. You know?
Right, like you coming back.
Yeah, and mainly with me knowing my spiritual acumen now, the main problem was when I got to the casket, he wasn't there. Now that's his body, but he not there.
Right.
So now I'm confused. I'm only 12 years old, and I don't know how to express this. And I ain't really like, my head was so fucked up. I say that shit somewhere on the project too. Like, nobody ever saw me cry.
Right.
My mama told me my daddy died. I went and walked and sat on the stairs. I cried that time. I never cried again.
Right.
I didn't cry again, period, till I was probably like 17 for nothing. Right? So at the funeral, everybody crying and shit. I'm just looking at niggas like, man, y'all some hoes. This shit weird. That's not even him. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was hard to process. But when I went out to college by myself, that was the like, I really needed my father, and it was like, damn, I can't call that nigga and like that nigga. And I had a conversation with myself like, you need to accept that. You need to accept the fact that he really gone. And ironically, that coincides with me consciously pursuing spirituality. All this shit happened the same year.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the titles. Like what made you came up with Solstice Masters? Like what was?
The master is on there because that's the master version of the track.
Oh,
so
okay.
You got the.
Oh, I got the exclusive.
You got what I got. Yeah.
Oh,
you know
okay. So it's just Solstice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So like the concept, like what made you?
Well, his birthday is on the winter solstice, December 21st. That's the last time I talked to him, right?
Right.
When we get off the phone, last thing he say is, "Hey, I know you love football, but if you can rap, I need you to rap." Right? He died 2 days later.
Man.
You feel me? He died after a show in Louisiana the night of December 23rd. So Christmas Eve morning, December 24th, is when we get the call, like, "Hey, your daddy did." You know what I'm saying? So I ain't fuck with Christmas from that point on, too, because it always took me back to the same point. So, yeah. And so between that's my daddy's birthday, and my baby sister, her birthday is the summer solstice. So I just realized that I had a tie to that type of energy. And then I'm aware of, and this ain't to offend nobody, I'm aware of Christian mythology and what it's saying.
Right.
Right? And so when you get to the winter solstice, the sun, quote unquote, dies. It's at its lowest point on the horizon. And it's going to sit there for 3 days, and then it's going to rise. That's what the celebration of Christmas is about. You know what I'm saying? I'm just aware, too, but my father's story plays out in that same energy.
That's what's up. Like, and for you to even recognize that, you know, and then hone it into an album. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's deep. You know what I'm saying? So let's get even deeper. Like, do you think us as a city, Dallas, do we even uphold the legacy of Big Al?
No, but I be telling them, because, like, he ain't here. But it's a lot of niggas, Dr. Rock, D.O.C., everybody associated with Nemesis, Ron C. You can even go as far as Mad Flavor.
Cold Chris?
Of course, yeah. Shout out to Cold Chris.
Yeah, shout out Cold Chris.
The whole International Grand Posse, because there's too many niggas in name, right? None of them did the work for the youth to know who they are. They not outside and active enough for the youth to have a relationship with them and know that they have something, that they can hold up. That they, a lot of young niggas, especially probably before right now with the new wave, felt like they was finna be the first one to do something.
Right.
What took you motherfuckers so long?
We were stuck in traffic.
I could have walked the way I wanted to go.
Man, I love you.
Shit. You done fucked up my high. Give me a light.
A light?
If you go to paradise, you better take a cab. Drive some
That's some good shit.
oh, man, say it up here. Where you get that shit from, Mom?
I got it from Colombia, motherfucker.